channel. If you're not already subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button below to be sure to get all my new updates on my video. And please give me a thumbs up if you like the videos, and we'll go on. So I am now actually 30 weeks and 3 days pregnant. There's just pretty much no real other symptoms that I'm going through. Just a little bit uncomfortable when I'm sleeping, and I'm just feeling a whole lot. I just started going to a prenatal class, and I'll be going for 9 weeks, and it's every Tuesday. And during these prenatal classes, it talks to you about birthing and breastfeeding, physical and emotional changes that happen to you with your body, and just questions in general that any new parent has and wants to find out more information on. That's what the class is pretty much about. And you can also go with your partner, which I find to be very good, because at least in the process of giving birth and during the labor, he kind of can help you also with whatever back pain or any type of anxiety that you're having. He can kind of help to know how to cope with it, because the classes do help both the new mothers to be and the fathers to be on different strategies that will help during the labor and birthing process. Also for after with the breastfeeding and all that stuff. Class was our first class, so we just kind of went around the circle and introduced ourselves. And what I liked about the class itself in the beginning is that we got a folder full of papers and information that would be really useful to us new parents and new fathers during this birthing process. And for myself, because I am 30 weeks pregnant now, I kind of have more of an advantage because the class would be closer to when I'm giving birth in March. But I mean, you can go at any stage in your pregnancy to learn about it, which I find to be very good and very useful and very helpful. We just kind of talked about what it is that we wanted to learn, things that we wanted to understand better that we don't know already. For some people, it was just different terms to understand and to know, because English may not be their first language. So just getting to know what exactly is, I guess, the whole process of giving birth and what are the importance of it. So a few things that both the mothers and the new fathers to be had were just how to hold a baby, breastfeeding, the labor and delivery process, which I would totally agree, because that is the number one thing for me as well. Like, how do I go through this labor and birthing process? I mean, it's easier said than done, but when you're actually having a baby and you're kind of in the moment, like, how does it feel? So a lot of questions were asked, and I found that having other people around and getting to find out what their answers were or their views on certain things made it a lot more easier, in the sense you get to learn other people's perspectives, which I like, because not always is your perspective the right one. So hearing other people's things too was very good. I really enjoyed about this class is that we had the mothers to be in one group and the fathers to be in another group. And also we went through different techniques and stuff like that would be very, very helpful to both the mother and the father. So we just jot down like simple things on the chart paper about physical changes, emotional changes, sexual changes, and any other changes to the body that we as new mothers are experiencing. And the fathers also got to do the same thing, which was really good, because we kind of didn't talk in the same room. So we didn't need to know what the fathers were thinking about our physical changes. And they also put down changes that are done to themselves. So having both of them was actually really good. So we came back into the group, and we went through both lists. And of course, majority of the men had for physical changes that the woman's breasts got bigger. Go figure. We're carrying milk, right? And just a lot of things that were similar. So it was nice to have that part as the group. But I'm not sure about other classes and how they're going to be. But I found that part to be branched off and just talking with just the mothers and the fathers talking with the fathers was a really good part to the group. I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want to share with you guys a few things that we got in the beginning of the class. We got a folder full of very useful information that is good for both myself and my partner, and just to learn about the baby and the birthing process altogether. So we got this about preterm labor, and it talks about what is preterm labor, what does this mean for my baby, could this happen to me? So this pamphlet has a lot of good things about preterm labor and the different signs and symptoms. Also, which I find really useful, is immunization lifetime investment. So it has all the immunizations that your child will need, and it gives you the age and when your child should get these immunizations done if you're unsure of when they need to be done. We also got this birth companion pamphlet, which actually shows just with pictures of different positions for labor, in which you can do by yourself, and you can do on a chair or with your spouse. So I will be actually probably taking this one to the hospital, as I find it will be very useful to know different positions that can be helpful and effective for me when I'm giving birth. Just a pamphlet here, When Babies Cry. So like, again, it's just talking about some of the reasons why they might cry, what's a normal cry, what's not a normal cry. So this pamphlet talks about that on here. This talks about healthy weight gain, and we also got just the regular food guide paper here. So this is very helpful because I know a lot of parents, just like myself too, are wondering how much weight are you supposed to gain during pregnancy, what's a healthy weight, and you don't want to be overweight because you don't want to get, you don't want to have any, what's that word? Oh, I just had a pregnancy moment. You don't want to have any complications during your birth and your labor process. So this is actually a good pamphlet to read and to try to kind of follow through as well. Another one that we got is Getting Breastfeeding Started. And what I like about this is that she told us that there are actually resources that you can go to if you're unsure about if you're breastfeeding properly or not, that will help you with the breastfeeding. Like, you kind of go into the clinic and there's a nurse there. You can book an appointment or you can drop in, and they will teach you the proper way to breastfeed and all that stuff. And it also has in here the guidelines for breastfeeding mothers, or other little small little pamphlets here that has a few numbers on them that you can call in case you need any help during the labor and birthing at any time. What I also found useful that would be not only for now but later on too, is just this brochure for parents of young children. So inside it has a bunch of numbers that you can call to get any help and whatever you need. And it's not only just with your child. It has in here financial, and it has safety, special needs services. So this I will be keeping and posting on the fridge or having it somewhere handy in case I do need a number in the future for something. This is always really it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do remember to hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.